In this video, we are going to see how to install Java IDE and start Java development. First of all, you need to install Java SDK Standard Development Kit version 8. For that, just search for Java SDK 8 Oracle, and you can go to this link over here. Uh, from here, you can just accept license. I use Windows, so you can download the Windows installer, or you can download one of the Linux binaries and install them if you're using Ubuntu or something like that. Uh, so I have Java already pre-installed. Once you followed all the instructions, if you just go to command line, you can just say Java minus version, and it'll show you that Java 1.8 is installed, and that's basically it. If you're finding any problems, just Google it up. Should be fairly simple. For the IDE part, again, I use Eclipse. Many people like to use IDEA. IntelliJ IDEA has two versions. One is a professional version. Uh, it costs money. You have to buy the license. And one is the community edition. Many people use the community edition. It's a matter of personal choice which one to use, IDEA or Eclipse. Here I'm just going to show you how to download and install Eclipse. So just search for Eclipse IDE download. You can go to eclipse.org, and from here you can download the 64-bit version. So let's say if I already have it yes, I already have Eclipse downloaded. I'll just try to run it and show you some options that you need to select or maybe not select. This will take a while to start up. So as you can see, the Eclipse installer has started up, and there are many options over here. uh, uh, it's just easiest to start installing Eclipse IDE for Java developers and use this one. You may be tempted to use Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java developers or JavaScript and web developers. We don't need enterprise Java, and for JavaScript, etc., we use Visual Studio, and so you don't need to sort of look for any other versions of Eclipse. So you just select it, uh, install wherever you want, and if you see, the installer automatically detects the Java version, and that's basically it. Now, once you have installed Eclipse, uh, you should be able to just search for it and start the program. Eclipse asks for a workspace. Workspace is something where Eclipse stores its own internal files, configurations, etc. And whenever you're starting a new project in Eclipse, it will use this workspace as the default location. Uh, well, you can always give the project location at a different place. So we'll just launch it. Now, I generally prefer that on Windows you have two drives, C and D, because if your system gets corrupted, then you can always reinstall uh, Windows back on C, but all your data is preserved on the D drive. And so typically, you can have a folder called repos, and let's say we'll create a project folder to store our Java files, an Eclipse project. So let's call it employee project, and that's it. So you can right click on the left side, say new Java project, and let's say it's employee project. If you see, Eclipse is trying to store this project in the default location. We'll change it to this folder over here. I'm just copying it, pasting over here, and by default Eclipse has chosen the GRE etc as 1.8. We'll just leave it as it is. Next, uh, and you can just keep the defaults as it is. We're gonna explore the defaults in later videos. And your project is created. Just do a new Java class, and let's say hello world, and public static void main string args system.out.println hello world. Right, no compilation errors are shown. I just do right click, run as Java application, and on the console you see hello world. So just to sort of show what has happened is Eclipse has created two files, class path and project. We don't need to worry about any of this. Source goes into source employee hello world, uh, because you see the package employee over here. So under the source folder all your Java files get stored, but because there's a package name called employee, it gets stored under the employee subfolder. And when I try to run the program, it compiled the Java source code into a class, and that went into bin employee hello world.class. And after compilation, the IDE ran the program. So we can do a whole bunch of things over here. We can change the package name to, I don't see the rename option. Um, Properties, no. Is there a rename option? Okay, refactor, rename. I'll just say com incref employee, and the package name has changed, and this should get reflected in my source folder also. Com incref employee, and my Java class is moved over here. And again, I can just do run as Java application. It all works. Couple of Eclipse shortcuts are uh, useful. So Control plus Shift plus F, that is for formatting code, and that's super critical. Sometimes people might leave the code like this. You may have the bracket like this, and the code becomes unreadable. So just print Control Shift and F. Everything gets formatted. Obviously, Control plus S for saving code. So you see the code is unsaved over here. I just press Control S and it's saved. And so let's say you want to search a class. Right now we don't have much, but let's create a whole bunch of classes. Hello world 2, Hello World 3, uh, and let's try to use Hello World 2 and Hello World 3. So uh, you will have uh, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, and so you have control plus space for autocomplete. And so what I just did here was I have hello written over here. I press control space and I get suggestions. So I will do hello world 2 dot, and then I get the main class of hello world 2. Again control S. Uh, but if you're looking to search for a class specifically, you can press control shift R, control plus shift plus R. All right. So yeah, that is to search for a resource. Resource is everything that's there in the class path. You can also search for hello world over here, and when you double click on it, that resource opens up. So let me try that again. Control shift R. I'm gonna search for hello world. I double click on this and it opens up. And so yeah, these are some of the most useful Eclipse shortcuts. um, Anything else? I think that's basically it. Introduction to software development using IDE. Thank you.